Warm greetings. Today is Monday, November 11th, 2024. This is meteorologist Ruben Garcia. In this video, I'd like to provide an update on the strong tropical wave located south of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, which is projected to move westward over the next few days. It is very likely to develop into a tropical cyclone by the end of the week in the western Caribbean Sea, with a high chance of becoming Tropical Storm and Hurricane Sara. This video is especially relevant for the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Jamaica, the Yucatán Peninsula, Nicaragua, Honduras, Panama, Costa Rica, and the state of Florida. This afternoon, we have observed that the tropical wave continues to generate severe thunderstorms and heavy rains affecting Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and Haiti. It has also developed a low-pressure area south of Haiti, which will soon be designated as an invest, initiating specialized trajectory and intensity forecasts. The consensus of all global models suggests that a tropical depression will likely develop between Thursday and Friday, close to the northeast of Nicaragua and Honduras. For this reason, the National Hurricane Center has continued to increase the chances of cyclone development. In fact, as recently as the 6 p.m. bulletin today, the probability of cyclone development in the central and western Caribbean Sea over the next 7 days has risen to 60%. Although we are confident in the forecast that a cyclone will develop in this area, there is still some uncertainty regarding whether this future cyclone will eventually move into the Gulf of Mexico or escape to the northeast, passing closer to Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Much will depend on what happens over the weekend, as global models project the development of Tropical Storm Sara very near to Nicaragua and Honduras. In addition, a trough is expected to emerge from the United States, raising the possibility of this future cyclone taking a northeast path. If this scenario occurs, the eastern regions of Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and the southern Bahamas may be at risk. However, if this trough fails to capture Tropical Storm Sara, the alternate scenario is that it begins moving into the Gulf of Mexico, potentially impacting the state of Florida. Under this second scenario, which currently appears more likely, it could also pose a threat to the Yucatán Peninsula and western Cuba. In fact, if the future Tropical Storm Sara remains in the western Caribbean Sea and moves towards the Gulf of Mexico, we are concerned that the conditions will be extremely favorable for significant strengthening. Models project that wind shear will be very low across the western Caribbean Sea and parts of the Gulf of Mexico. Therefore, it is crucial for everyone in the western Caribbean and in Florida to closely monitor the development of this tropical wave. Now, let's evaluate different scenarios based on the latest projections from global models. Starting with the American model, note that by Thursday, this model develops a tropical depression or storm just northeast of Nicaragua and Honduras, and keeps the future Tropical Storm Sara moving very slowly and erratically throughout the weekend, very close to or over parts of eastern Honduras and northeastern Nicaragua. In this scenario, the trough fails to capture Tropical Storm Sara, and it consequently moves northwest, eventually reaching the Gulf of Mexico while strengthening as it approaches southern Florida. The latest GFS model run suggests that if a tropical cyclone does develop, it is very likely to move towards the Yucatán Peninsula, western Cuba, and eventually over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Keep in mind that this is a long-term projection, and much can change over the next few days. Although the operational model favors this trajectory, some members of the GFS model indicate that the other scenario, with the trajectory over Haiti and the Dominican Republic, remains possible. However, most members have a northwest-north path passing very near or over the Yucatán Peninsula, western Cuba, or the state of Florida. Regardless of which scenario unfolds for the future tropical storm, the model projects excessive rain, especially for Honduras and northern Nicaragua. In the latest run, this model projects over 2,400 millimeters of accumulated rain in the next 7 days, which would undoubtedly be catastrophic for parts of Central America. However, remember that these projections may change in the coming days. Also, note that for the next 72 hours, this model projects accumulations of 150 to 200 millimeters affecting southern Haiti, Jamaica. And as the tropical cyclone develops by the end of the week, Pacific moisture inflows will create another significant rain event for western Panama and much of Costa Rica, with over 600 millimeters of rain expected in the next 7 days. So it is crucial to share this video with people in Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Haiti, as the flood risk is extremely high over the next 7 days. Now, let's look at the projection from the European model, which is similar to the American model. It develops a tropical depression or Tropical Storm Sara by the end of the week, northeast of Honduras, and keeps the system with slow, erratic movement, initially moving east, drawn by the trough from the United States. However, by Sunday, a high-pressure system forms, preventing it from moving over Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and instead, it takes a more westerly path, passing close to Jamaica early next week and moving towards the Western Caribbean. Additionally, this model projects that we could see a major hurricane next week. The European model is quite conservative, so when it shows a major hurricane, it suggests very favorable conditions for strengthening in the Western Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. That's why it's essential for everyone to monitor this forecast's evolution. Even though the operational model favors a westward path, some members still indicate a northeast trajectory over Haiti and parts of western Dominican Republic. But the majority trend towards the Western Caribbean Sea and eastern Gulf of Mexico, favoring a higher risk for the Yucatán Peninsula, western Cuba, and the state of Florida. Like the American model, the European model also projects excessive rain over the central and western Caribbean Sea. For example, in its latest projection, it shows 200 to 400 millimeters of accumulated rain affecting southern Haiti over the coming days and over 500 millimeters for Costa Rica and Panama. With a slightly more eastern trajectory compared to the American model, the European model projects lower rain totals for Honduras in this case, between 90 to 150 millimeters. To show you the consensus, here we have the projection from the German model, which has a strong tropical storm or hurricane moving very slowly just northeast of Nicaragua and Honduras by Saturday. We also have the projection from the UK model, which shows a tropical storm slowly moving toward northeast Nicaragua over the weekend. So, we will stay tuned to see how rainfall projections evolve, but remember that the flood risk is extremely high. Well, that's it for this forecast update. I'll be recording at least 2 videos daily to keep you updated. To avoid missing any videos, please check if you're subscribed to my channel. If not, subscribe and click the bell icon to receive notifications for new videos. Well, that's all for now. I'll record a new update for you tomorrow morning. See you later.